Hellraiser Judgment was released yesterday, the 10th installment to the Hellraiser series, and also, sadly, another direct-to-DVD movie. Which means not that much of a budget, not that much time to film, and of course, limited resources and marketing. The film itself, love it or hate it, cost roughly $500,000 to make, and a time-restricted month to film, rumoured anyway. Which, on that alone, it did admirably. But how did it get to this point? The once proud Cenobites that would come and claim to tear your soul apart, and advise you that your suffering would be legendary, even in hell. How did it fall so far? Well, the writer and director of the newest installment has been a long-time fan of the franchise and a long-time worker on the series of films. Gary J. Tunnicliffe, a makeup effects artist turned writer-director, recently spoke with comicbook.com about what he thinks is the reason for the downfall of the cult classic series and how he approached the new installment. He had this to say: "The series has stumbled and faltered and struggled along the way. Because the reality is, you can't shoehorn this franchise into a commercially successful movie without stripping away the things from it that make it what it is. And this is where Bob Weinstein and the guys have had a problem, because Bob really isn't a fan of sadomasochistic sexual perversity, and hooks and flesh and that kind of stuff. That's why I think in 1996, when Bloodline came and we had the whole debacle of that, I got a call to go in and meet with Bob about a Hellraiser story I pitched called Holy War, and I was maybe talking about directing That Was That. That week, Scream came out and did its business, and then Bob and the guys, rightly so, were like, oh, look, let's try and figure out this guy with the nails in his head and this weird sexual stuff. Look, Scream, there it is, ka-ching. It's easy, it works, it's a effing guy in a mask going around with a big knife chopping up teenagers." Gary then went on to explain his approach to making Judgment, the 10th installment. "When I came to Judgment, I was a bit like, you know what, F it, I'm going to make what I want to make," which really was the Judgment sequences, the audit. I'm going to make what I want to make, and if people like it, yay. If they don't, well, I'm terribly sorry. In the words of Tim Curry in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I didn't make it for you, I made it for me. So, there you have it. To be honest, this is something that I would say I actually agree with. Unfortunately, the rise of slasher movies has seen the decline of horror icons. Does this mean that the horror icon is dead? Or is there a future for them potentially further down the line? As always, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, so please do drop them down below in the comment section. And if you want to see more Hellraiser related videos, then do hit that subscribe button to stay notified of all my future content. If you like the content I produce and you want to support me and the channel, then please do check out my Patreon page via the link in the description box. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I will catch you in the comment section.